Hello all. So we are continuing our conversation in chapter 5. This is part 3, and we're talking about employee well-being and compensation and benefit packages. Here we go. Workplace safety and employee well-being is governed really by the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970, or OSHA. And the purpose is to ensure safe and healthy working conditions by enforcing workplace safety standards. So our facilities must meet OSHA safety regulations, making sure that we have proper equipment handling and emergency exits. Sports arenas and fitness centers must maintain hazard-free environments, making sure there's not equipment in front of the emergency exits. Employers must provide training on workplace hazards, such as handling equipment and event crowd control. As far as workplace violence is concerned, that's any act or threat of physical violence, a harassment, or intimidation in the workplace. There are prevention strategies such as security measures at events and facilities, conflict resolution and de-escalation training, as well as anonymous reporting systems for threats or concerns. Negligent hiring. So when an employer fails to conduct due diligence in hiring, leading to potential harm to others. Hiring staff for sports events and facilities requires background checks to ensure safety and protects organizations from liability if an unqualified dangerous employee causes harm. So the background checks helps verify the integrity and history of job candidates. Some key areas that you can check are criminal records, especially important for your youth sports coaches, and their employment history and certifications, so ensuring proper qualifications for athletic trainers or personal trainers, and drug screening where applicable. Your employee wellness programs are initiatives designed to improve employees' physical and mental well-being. So, for example, fitness memberships for employees in sports facilities, stress management program for event staff, and healthy eating initiatives in sports organizations. Your employee assistance programs, or EAPs, are confidential services that help employees deal with personal or work-related issues. It helps support mental health and reduces workplace stress, providing counseling services for employees in high-stress roles, such as coaches and event staff, and helps employees struggling with substance abuse or financial concerns or personal issues. Now, compensation in sport management includes various forms of financial and non-financial rewards designed to attract, retain, and motivate employees. Now, direct compensation is compensation that's directly paid to employees for their work, and it includes their base salary, which is fixed pay based on an employee's role and their experience. So a sports facility manager earning an annual salary. Incentive pay is performance-based bonuses or commissions. This would be coaches receiving bonuses for winning championships. And indirect compensation, so additional benefits provided to employees beyond their salary, such as insurance, health, dental, and life insurance for employees in sports organizations. So the benefits can often be up to 20 grand or so, and you have to think about that in terms of the base salary, and making sure to include that in is really important. Now, retirement plans, so 401ks or pension plans for long-term financial security, and paid time off, or PTO, so vacation days, sick leave, and personal time to maintain work and life balance. And non-financial compensation, so there are rewards that enhance job satisfaction and motivation, such as parking, reserved parking spots for employees in sports arenas or facilities, leadership opportunities, opportunities to lead projects or take on managerial roles, as well as to move up in the organization, and training and development, so workshops, certifications, and continuing education programs. Prizes and recognition, such as Employee of the Month awards or event tickets or team merchandise, can all be included in the employee compensation and benefit packages. The Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA, establishes minimum wage, overtime pay, and youth employment regulations that impact sport organizations. The minimum wage in Texas in 2025 is $7.25 per hour, which is the same as the federal minimum wage. With specified restrictions, employers may count tips and the value of meals and lodging towards that minimum wage. Now, the minimum wage is the lowest hourly rate that employers can pay employees, and Texas aligns that minimum wage with the federal standards. The minimum wage is tied to the consumer price index, so it does adjust with inflation over time. As far as youth minimum wage, workers under 20 years old may be paid $4.25 per hour for the first 90 consecutive days of employment. And employees who work more than 40 hours per week can be paid 1.5 times their hourly wage for overtime. For example, a stadium employee making $10 per hour would earn $15 for overtime. As far as youth employment regulations, when you're talking about kids who are 14 to 15 years of age, during the school year, they can only work a max of 3 hours per day on a school day and a max of 18 hours per week during a school week. Now, during non-school periods, the max is 8 hours per day on a school day and max 40 hours per week during summer or holidays. And so with that, and considering your event staffing, hiring young employees for game days must comply with your work hour restrictions, and your overtime considerations for your athletic trainers, your facility managers, and security personnel may require overtime pay for long events during the season. And internship programs. So unpaid internships must follow strict guidelines as well to ensure compliance with labor laws. Employee benefits play a crucial role in attracting and retaining talent in the sports industry. These benefits can be categorized into statutory, which are legally required, and voluntary, which is offered at the employer's discretion. Now, statutory benefits are legally required. They are mandated by federal law and must be provided by employers, and that's workers' compensation. It covers medical expenses and lost wages for employees injured on the job. Unemployment insurance provides temporary financial assistance to employees who lose their jobs through no fault of their own. And Family and Medical Leave Act, the FMLA, allows eligible employees up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave for medical or family-related reasons, such as caring for a newborn or an injured family member. Now, the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, or COBRA, enables employees to continue health insurance coverage after leaving a job, typically at their own expense. And then the Employee Retirement Income Security Act, or ERISA, sets minimum standards for employer-sponsored retirement plans, protecting employees' benefits. Now, voluntary benefits are offered by employers, and these benefits enhance employee well-being and job satisfaction. This is group health insurance, so it helps employees afford medical care, often covering hospitalization, prescriptions, and preventive care. Paid time off, or PTO, includes vacation days and sick leave and personal days to promote work-life balance. And health and dental insurance covers medical and dental expenses beyond basic health coverage. Transportation vouchers helps employees cover commuting costs, especially in urban stadiums or arenas. And gym memberships, it encourages health and fitness, particularly relevant in our industry. And free or low-cost meals provided during working hours for stadium staff, coaches, or fitness trainers working long shifts. Professional sports teams often offer premium benefits to attract top talent. Fitness centers and stadiums may include gym memberships and meal perks to boost employee morale. And understanding these benefits helps sports facility managers structure competitive compensation packages. Beyond compensation and benefits, several federal laws impact employment policies in sports organizations, such as the Federal Unemployment Tax Act, or FUTA. And the purpose of it is really to provide temporary financial assistance to unemployed workers. So employers pay a federal tax to fund state employment agencies. And so this would be for your seasonal employees, your stadium staff, referees that may be eligible for benefits if their employment is terminated. The FMLA, the Family and Medical Leave Act, and again, it allows employees up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave per year for serious medical conditions affecting themselves or immediate family members. Typically, to be eligible, it applies to companies with 50 or more employees and employees who have worked at least 1,250 hours in the past 12 months. And really, your coaches, your trainers, or administrative staff may require leave for personal or family health issues. So really important that organizations plan for temporary staffing or role adjustments during that period of time. The Affordable Care Act ensures access to health insurance for employees of large companies, and so that would be companies with 50 or more employees, and they must either provide health insurance that meets those standards or pay a penalty for not having coverage. So your large sports organizations must comply with the guidelines. Smaller organizations may be exempt but may still offer health coverage voluntarily. So employers must understand the federal labor laws to avoid penalties and support the workforce. Compliance with FMLA and ACA affects staffing decisions and operational costs, while unemployment benefits are particularly relevant for more of your seasonal sports employees. So this chapter has provided an introduction to human resource management and has made the point that the work and structure of the human resource function will only continue to grow more complex. There are actually certifications and you can get a master's in human resource management. And I will tell you, they actually bring big money. Human resource departments were added to organizations in recent years, and the behavioral sciences plays a strong role in helping to understand the needs of our workers and how the needs of the organization and its workers could be better aligned. So it's important to invest time in clarifying roles, the interdependency of those roles, and how it interfaces. Your HR department is well positioned to enable the businesses they support to operate quickly and flexibly under changing conditions. And in the process, HR can maintain its seat at the strategic table as facilities move forward to face global challenges of the coming decades. And that is all that I have for you today. I look forward to talking with you again. We'll be covering chapter 6 next. Have a great day.